Alright, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tucker, and today I'm bringing you guys something a little bit different. I this ain't the first time I'm recording this, by the way. I didn't really do anything. This was originally gonna be Elden Ring, but yeah, as you can tell, this is not Elden Ring. I but anywho, and the reason is because of this. I don't know why, but it just the frames are just like complete poo poo butt cheeks for some reason. Not all the time, just sometimes, and I don't really know why. But yeah, so today, and I goes, if it gets to the point where it's just so bad that I can't even, like, it's just like unbearably bad, then I'm gonna just, you guys are just gonna see my face, and no gameplay. But yeah, so your mom doesn't open from the side. But yeah, so I was just more or less just kind of wanting to, I guess not rant necessarily, but kinda. So here recently, I have been looking for a new job. I'm not gonna lie to you. This just looks like a really cool edit of like doing nothing. But anywho, but yeah, and so I don't know. Been looking for a new job here recently, and I'm just gonna tell you, dude, the job market is like abysmal. I mean, I've had the same job for the last, I think, going on 5 years, maybe four now. Yeah, I'm past my 4 year mark. But just the usual reason why anybody would get a new job. Oh my god. Oh, great heavens. But yeah. And the thing is, the job market is abysmal. For one, because as many of you know, I I'm still in college, and what I'm going for, I'm just, a little computer science degree. And the thing is that I want to get out of school and find a job in the thing that I'm at, right? Well, I'm looking for stuff that has, you know, that kind of pertains to my thing, right? And if I can't find that, then I'll just go get a plant job, or a trade job, depending on whichever one you really want to call it. And that's the thing is I've been also looking at, just any job that is available that is not preferably in food. And let me tell you guys, it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also, I have no idea why it's so laggy. I don't remember it being this laggy in the game or the playthrough that I did of this. But that's the thing is, it's like, okay, whatever, at least I still have a job and all that. That's the good thing about it. Is I do have a job. So at least I do have a source of income. You know. Also, you think I'm crazy if I'm going to be fighting the Black Knight down there? Not happening. It's just like, I don't know. And it's like, whatever, right? I can deal with that. Whatever, you know. But the thing is, oh, let me see. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not lagging now. Hold up, is it lagging now? Not. I wouldn't say as bad. It's still pretty laggy, but either way, And the thing is like, I don't. I guess I don't understand just why. Everybody's like, oh, you just gotta go and you gotta get out there. You gotta find you a job, and it's like, dog, this ain't the '80s where you can just go door to door, being like, hey, I want a job. You gotta go through a hiring process, and that's fine. I mean, like right now, I'm on a waiting list, right? And keep in mind, I applied for this job in May. Now, I don't know if you guys are very good with months and all that. It's been like 5 months. Back up. Bro didn't even hit me. I just fell off. Cool. Cool beans. But yeah, my thing is I want a good, a job that pays at least a good enough hourly. I would be okay with salary. I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice necessarily. I don't know. I guess I'm just partially weird again about salary. But it's like I don't know. Like none against being on salary. I mean, salary is great. It's just, preferably hourly, but the thing is, I understand that like, you know, not every job is going to have that. But my thing is like it's like you have two choices. You either go and you get a poopy butthole job, or you get, you know, or you sit there at said poopy butthole job for like months on end. And that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with being at my job. I don't like it, but I mean, it's not just unbearable either, I guess, but it's just, I don't know. I could have swore that there was a Titanite lizard here. Maybe he's down here. But either way, I be yapping sometimes. But my thing is like, also Solar's down there. We love Solar. But my thing is that, oh god, get out of the way, get out of the way. At least I'll be getting bread. But my thing is that it seems like whichever route you take, you're not. It's not going to be the cash moneyest experience, and that's kind of whack if you ask me. But another thing is, right, you know, I've made a few friends at the job that I have, my local pizza place. And it's just like, you know, some people, go on, that's great, I'm glad, honestly. I mean, also I think it's weird. There's not a way to raise like your luck, and that's okay, honestly. So I guess we'll do. Yeah. And no, I don't plan on doing a playthrough of this game. However, I do plan on playing Elden Ring again, and if you guys would like to see that, I guess just like let me know, and I would love to record it and play it for you guys. But my thing is like, I don't know. But enough about the job market being complete booty hole. That's just kind of how it is. But, and it's like, okay, whatever. Job market bad. But just wait. Because it's everybody's favorite segment. Story time with Tucky. It's about to be an impassable bridge featuring the dragon. But, so, there's this lady. We'll call her Brandy. I don't know. It's just not the best name. It's not the worst name I could think of, but it is not a very good name. So we're just gonna call her. We'll call her Brandy. Cotton Candy Brandy, right? I don't know. That's like the first time I've died doing this intro. But okay, so Cotton Candy Brandy, right? I'm trying to remember what that's from. I think it's from Big Mouth. I don't remember. Either way, I'm getting off topic. So Brandy, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not Brandy. I don't know. We'll call her Candy. Candy is like a hooker name. So we'll call her Brand or Candy, right? And no, that is not anywhere near the actual lady's name. But you guys remember a few months ago when I made the video about a subhuman brick or a sub brick human, right? So I didn't think it was possible to encounter more than one in your lifetime, and I was wrong. Oh, those were just poison. I was like, is it toxic? But no, it just be poison. But anywho, and so the thing about Candy is she is a complete idiot. And not in the like, oh Tucker, that's not very nice. You shouldn't call people idiots kind of way. No. She is genuinely one of the most unintelligible human beings I've ever met in my entire life. Also, I know I don't have anything to get rid of this. No, I don't. But so I guess we're just gonna have to haul boogie here. So, Candy, right? She sits there and she'll brag, being like, I've been in the pizza business for 30 years now, right? When in reality, she doesn't do her job. And it's like, I mean, whatever. Not everybody can do and be good at their job. You know, sometimes you come across some utter buffoons. And so this is one of those rare cases of being an idiot. But and my thing is it would be different if she did her job, but she doesn't. And it's not that she can't do her job, it's that she chooses not to. You get me? She's a manager and she gets paid the most out of just about everybody in the store, right? And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. And my thing is, like, okay, for example, when I say she doesn't do her job, I don't mean like, oh, you know, she's lazy for one. Like, I don't understand how people can be that lazy and get away with it. Also, I don't know how she's still like. How is bro still here? Because she shouldn't be. But that's the thing, right? Okay, so I don't know why I didn't kill him the first time, but whatever. You know, but okay. So here's the thing. Sorry, I know you guys can't really see me. Okay. So here's the thing about this lady. Is this lady, right? Is I don't I don't know how to describe her, not just sound like a butthole. Other than she's just an idiot. Like, okay. So like I'll just give you an example. Earlier tonight, right? We were working and she was like, I'm gonna go and do some prep. So I don't have to do it tomorrow. And I was like, okay, cool. Whatever. Keep in mind, there's food to be made. Like, it just popped up on our thing, right? And she knows it because she looked at it and just kept walking. Didn't even make an attempt to make the food. And I was like, okay, whatever. But the thing is, if she did it once, alright, whatever. I get it. You got better things to do. But then, again, she does this all the time. Like there's times where I'll be doing dishes and she'll be like, hey Tucker, can you come and help? When there's like one thing and it's like, dog. And another thing that kind of irks me is on our little make line, we made pizza, so there's cheese, right? Or just something, right? Something that'll go on a pizza. And she'll be like, "Hey, Tucker, can you come help and make this?" I'm like, "Whatever, you know. I got time, you know." And so I'll go out there. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Okay, you know, just leave me by myself. And it's like, okay, whatever, you know. It is what it is, you know. But she does it all the time, and it's like, dude. And then she's like, well, the other two managers, they get out of here on time, you know. I don't, but yeah, or you know, it's like I don't know how they expect me to be able to get out of here on time when this is what I'm having to deal with. And it's like, dude, the other two managers do it every night. You're the only one that has a problem with it. And I told her that. I was like, dude, like they do it. You know what makes you different? And she's like, well, they have help. And it's like, no, they don't. They either have me or another older lady, right? And she's like, well, they have help. And it's like, no, they don't. And she comes up with the lamest excuses for stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And she acts like she knows better than everybody else in the store when she doesn't do anything. And she'll call people up being like, well, so and so didn't do this. And I was talking to my general manager earlier, and I was like, dude, like, I don't get it. And he was like, dude, I started taking pictures and stuff. And when she's like, well, so and so didn't do this, I'm going to be like, well, what about this? You know? Which honestly, kudos to him. But that's the thing. It's like, why? And it's just like she does this stuff all the time. Like the sub brick, I don't think he doesn't work there anymore. But he at least kind of made an attempt to do his job. Sometimes when it came to it, but she doesn't. She's like, oh well, there's a full screen. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and her priorities are not straight when she does do her job because she'll we'll have a full screen, right? Nothing coming out of the oven, right? So you know what her number one priority is? I'll give you a hint. It's not the full screen that's right in front of her. It's the stuff in the oven that has like 5 more minutes that we just put in. And she makes it your fault when stuff doesn't happen. That is obviously her fault. Like one day, we were just, just doing our work. And she was like, oh my God, y'all are going too fast for me. You know, can somebody switch with me on oven? And so my general manager, he was like, okay, cool. Well, then she started, like, I'm sitting there, I'm slapping out dough as fast as I can. You know, I'll be putting in that work, you know. And then she starts running people over on the make line, being like, oh my God, can you guys go faster? And it's like, dog, what do you mean? It's like, dude, please. Also, if you're wondering why I keep looking that way, I know you can't see, but this way, right? Here's this monitor, and then over here, that way, is my other monitor. And no, I don't have a script pulled up. I'm just looking at me, making sure the video doesn't run out of time and my audio is okay. But anywho, and so, and like, it's like she holds grudges against people. Because we had this one girl that works there, right? Ugh, I got a mustache hair in my mouth. We had this one girl that worked there, right? She only worked there for like a couple of months. Well, she left and went to like Domino's or something. I don't know. Probably went and worked at another pizza place where this lady wasn't. which honestly, I 100% understand why. But like, she had a grudge against her, and it was like, keep in mind, the girl was like, I don't know, but she's younger than me. You know, I'm 22. You know, big man here. So, but anywho, well, the thing is, she left, right? And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad she was gone." When bro was working harder than she was. You get me? She was getting paid the same amount as me and doing more work than the one that gets paid the second most in the entire store. Let that sink in. I do more work than she does. But yet, I get paid less. You get me? It's like, you know, I don't know why she still works there. I don't know how she still has a job because, first of all, she stays over way later than she's supposed to. We close at like 9 sometime. You know, we close it. We used to just close at 9 every day. Loved it, you know, because I could get home, I could do my work, I could do whatever, and I had plenty of time to just relax, right? Well, she starts working there, right? And then guess what? Now we close at 11 on weekends, and it's like, dude. And she's like, I hate closing. I wish we didn't stay up so late. When she doesn't understand, it's her fault. Because the people over all of us are like, well, since she stays so late, I guess we just stay busy that late. And so guess what? We just stay open. Sorry, I got distracted because I just have a white background pulled up. See, like I just looked up the color white, so that way you guys had light on my face. A bark paintable wallpaper. I don't even know what that means, but either way. And my thing is it's like, okay, I get it. You got stuff to do. And it would be different. I understand, you know, I get it. You gotta go in your smoke breaks, you know, whatever. But bro be pulling like 2 an hour, dude. It's not like, oh well, you know, because and that's the thing. One of my old general manager, still friends with him to this day. He did the same stuff that she does, right? But the thing is, he gets it done. We had this thing, and it was basically a power hour of just straight cleaning. You know, we got to chill after rush. You know, just hang out, and yeah, he would go outside and he would smoke. You know, he'd smoke a considerable amount. You know, go outside having a cigarette about every 30 minutes, and that's fine because he got the work done. Her, on the other hand, she doesn't. So she doesn't leave till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, after a while, people start catching on, being like, hey, Candy, you can't do that. And she was like, oh, you know. And then, like, she acts like she runs the store. Like, we had to send a guy to go and get green peppers earlier because we were running out, you know, and our thing's going to be delayed because we have a new thing coming out. And so the truck was going to be delayed a little bit. Right? Right. So she sends him to the store, and I hear her utter the words, get 30. Get 30. Our thing runs on Thursday. It is Tuesday. We need at most a day's worth. And bro bought like 15, and she was like, yeah, no, that should be plenty. I know how many. Do you? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, she went and bought like 6 onions. Now, keep in mind, onions chunky. So, you know, you can fill up a container a little bit easier with them, but it's like, my brother in Christ. What we doing? What we doing? And the thing is, I don't know. But either way, I could rant about this lady for hours. The cliff notes of this is jobs are stupid to find, people are idiots, and do your job. Don't lie on your resume. I don't know how you had to lie on your resume to work at a pizza place, but that's diabolical. Okay. Well, I used to work at Marcos, so I know everything. Well, this ain't Marcos. Okay. This is a fine establishment that I work at. Okay. So do better. But either way, hey, yeah, he's alive. I mean, hey, you got sometimes you gotta check on your cat, make sure they're alive. He alive though. But either way, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day, evening, or whenever you else decide to watch this. Also, like I said, I'm gonna be playing. I plan on playing Elden Ring some. You know, just here recently, I've had a bit of a kick that I want to play a Souls game or a Souls-like game and do like a katana run, and I kind of want to play Elden Ring. I could do Dark Souls, but the thing about Dark Souls is I don't know, it's chunky. You get me? I would do Dark Souls 2 or 3 or 1 or Sekiro. I would do Sekiro, but having to like parry, ew, gross. But anywho, so yeah, I think I'm gonna play Elden Ring, but seeing that it is the month of October, not October, it is September. Shut up. Next month's October. Okay. And last year I played Until Dawn for the month of October, and it was pretty cool. I kind of want to do that again this year. I just don't know what game I'm gonna play. So if y'all can think of some horror games that have a little bit of girth to them, like I was kind of thinking about playing Dead Space. Hold up. Let me go ahead and pull you guys over here. That makes life so much easier. I'm telling you. So we got Dead Space. I want to play Dead Space, but I don't know. And like there's other horror games, but I don't know. You know, because I want to play something that like has a little bit of oomph to it, but not just where it's unbearably just goofy. You get me? But anywho, so yeah, if you guys have any like ideas of good games or stuff in that thing, just put it in the comments. I guess I don't know. I feel kind of ugh, being like comment on the video, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Because this video is 30 minutes long, and I know I know y'all don't have the long enough attention span. I wouldn't. I wouldn't sit here and listen to a guy yap for the last 30 minutes. You might, and if you do, thank you. Sound like PBS Kids. Wait, what do they say on PBS Kids? It's like, made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. But, anywho, I'll catch you on the next one. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day, evening, or whenever y'all decide to watch this. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.